Oh, there you go. 1, 2, 3. Those are 3 of the things I take for stress and anxiety. And this is a video that I just did not want to do for a long time. I've got Ambiguous Amphibian playing on my Xbox to attempt to drown out the sound of me even making this. Because I don't want anyone else to hear me doing this. And those of you who were wondering about another video I made on YouTube a while back, now you're going to get your answer. Because my stepdad is a horrid fucking narcissist. So me and my sisters and my mom had to deal with that shit for I don't even years, just fucking decades. It was stupid shit that he would do things like nitpick and piss mom off to the point where she would try to leave to calm the fuck down because he would keep pushing and pushing, and he would get out in the middle of the yard in front of the vehicle and lay down in front of it and scream, "Run me the fuck over." And it was daily shit like that. Daily for fucking decades. This is one of the driving forces behind me wanting to get all of you to pitch in on Patreon so that I can make the money to take care of my fucking family so that mom can divorce him and we can just tell him to fuck off in a less blunt way. So it took 20 some odd years before I put a knife through his ass, which is when he actually physically came after me, grabbed me by the balls, pummeled me into a brick wall, and that's when I had had enough of his shit. Up to that point, he had run off. Well, all 3 of my sisters, younger than me, so the oldest, to the point where she ran away all the way to fucking Texas. And while she was there, she got raped and left on side of the road after getting kicked out by our so-called aunt. That's another shit show. part of the dysfunctional family. And there isn't just one of those, there's two. And they both contributed to getting my sister off the fucking heart transplant list where she just fucking gave up. So while that was happening, while we were processing and being mentally and emotionally completely the fuck numb from her dying from that, along with several other bits of bullshit, that's when he decides to go and fucking pummel me into a brick wall. So as you can imagine, anybody grabs you by the balls, pummels you into a brick wall, you're gonna fuck them up too. And if you were in the severe amount of stress from having just dealt with the loss of a family member, from him running them the fuck off the way he did, you'd be pretty fucking mentally and emotionally numb too. And I'm pretty sure that most of you wouldn't have been able to tolerate 20 years of that shit before snapping. So shortly after that happens, or before, or during, I can't remember which right now, but he runs off another sister of mine, his own blood related daughter. One of the things he said to her that drove her the fuck away so bad was she was hungry, asked him to cook something for her. He says, "Get it your own fucking self," and in a much crueler tone than I did just then. And I remember he did that before he pummeled me into a brick wall, grabbing me by the balls to do so. Before that happened, so that's what led up to him driving the second sister away. So he started with picking at me and mom. Then when I was in Oklahoma the first time working as a janitor, he started in on the oldest of my three sisters. She got sick of it, ran the fuck away to Texas. Then when I came back, he started in on me. And my second youngest, I don't keep up with their age anymore. Too much stress to do so. He started in on her. She ran the fuck away. And she's so emotionally fucked up that she can't see that it's not mom who was the problem, it was him. And she's saying all this bullshit on her Facebook about it, blaming mom when it's actually him. Just complete bullshit. Yeah. Poor coping mechanisms because she was hounded and fucked up earlier in life because of narcissistic abuse. I've looked into it a bit, And I personally have every one of the symptoms of narcissistic abuse going on, all the clutter I've got going on, just complete lack of wanting to give a fuck. The nihilistic cynicism that just eats away at my tolerance for any type of bullshit. So right now, I was not literally right now, 30 minutes ago or so, I was taking a nap because I'm blase, check the fuck out, gone mentally and emotionally. And I heard him going at mom, and the dream I had was of taking my cane and beating him with it like it was a hammer until his skull was mush, like to where the bones were powderized and mixed with all the other flesh and just fucking mush. And it's been a very long time since I've had a dream of psychotic, breaking, violent, graphic, highly detailed murder. This shit's getting worse because at his worst, the shit that he pulled was upwards of 5 to 8 times in an hour, and he's building back up to that level of pecking away and being a complete piece of shit. For those of you who know what a narcissistic abuser is, please feel free to explain it and then point people to YouTube videos about it because this particular one is horrendous. He's steadily building back up to that minimum of 5 times in a fucking hour of just going and screaming and yelling and pulling the dumb shit. And these medications that I showed you first off, they're no longer taking the edge off of it. I don't know if you saw it when I brought my hands up a minute ago, but I'm fucking shaking. And it's not because it's cold outside, it's because after nearly 25 fucking years of this shit, I cannot fucking handle it. The deleterious effects are cumulative, degradative. Your mind can only handle so much. Just like a muscle, when you exercise it and when you strain it without proper nutrition, without letting it rest and build back up, you don't get to use that muscle long. Your fortitude mentally, your will, and your endurance are the same fucking way. So, all those times I've been poking and jabbing, making fun of it a lot of times, for getting people to contribute on Patreon. That's where that stress has been leaking out from amongst the sarcastic, satirical, nihilistic cynicism. And a while back, I made a different video talking about how you could have helped someone else. Well, this is a perfect opportunity for one person who commented on that video to show how much of a piece of shit they are. Their comment was just complete fucking trash on that video. I was talking about this kid who went and basically shot up a fucking school or some shit. Very similar. So, for those of you who do want to show you care, I point you to my Patreon. The joke tiers are just fucking jokes. Tried to set up some merchandise tiers as well. I haven't gotten any of the merchandise to see the prototypes, but it's possibly available unless they redid that again. I don't fucking know. Somebody go check it out. Let me the fuck know. My aim in this short term goal is to get the fuck out of this situation. What's left of my family and me out of this situation with this abusive, narcissistic piece of shit. Because while he's out of a job now, we have to deal with him 24/7, and he's building back up to yelling, bitching, screaming, pulling the same shit that he used to pull 5 fucking times in an hour. He's building back up to that. I didn't want to ever make this video or any video similar to it where I'm explaining to you this thing, this part of my personal fucking life that should never have been any of your fucking business because you should have given a fuck to help, to contribute without me explaining it and showing you the fucking drugs I'm on. And I have absolutely no want to record him doing the shit he does or have my mom and remaining sister give an account of the bullshit he's pulled. I have absolutely no want to ask them, for any of you who are skeptical, for your stupidity to prove that to you. I shouldn't fucking have to prove that I'm being honest. Shouldn't. No one should have to prove that they're going through bullshit like this. It's just not the fucking way society should fucking work. Because those who fucking lie shouldn't fucking lie to begin with. As I don't know what else to say, because making this fucking video is severely fucking taxing to what's left of my stability, because I'm just laying in bed like almost 24 fucking 7, just hoping that it all blows over, wanting it to just not be there when I wake the fuck up. But now it's making me have fucked up dreams. Like, I've rarely had a dream that was that graphically detailed, where I could feel the bones and the flesh, the viscosity and texture of it from swinging the fucking instrument I was using in the dream. It was like real fucking life, only more vivid, more graphic, more detailed, and it's really fucking with my head. No one is immune to this sort of shit. Don't think anyone is, unless you know you're genuinely a fucking psychotic, soulless, mindless piece of shit to begin with. You're not immune to this. This shit's gonna fuck with you. And the last time I had a dream that was this fucking vivid and detailed and super realistic, like more than when I'm awake right now, was just shortly after the funeral for one of my sisters. So that's it. That's the end of this video. If you're gonna comment, oh, poor you, whatever, I don't fucking really give a shit to see comments that mean nothing if they're not backed by fucking action. So if you're gonna do that, do so as a member on the fucking Patreon with whatever you choose to contribute. Prove your fucking words there, not in my fucking comment section on anything else, because all it's just gonna do is fucking annoy me, piss me the fuck off, prove to me that you really don't give a shit and you just want to feel better about yourself, and you're no better than this narcissist piece of shit who's going off bitching, yelling, screaming, and other bullshit 5 times in a fucking hour like it fucking used to. And yeah, sure, it sounds like I'm being an asshole, but kindness doesn't really fucking work with anybody anymore, so go fuck yourself or put your goddamn money where your fucking typing is on my fucking Patreon. That's how cut and dry it has to be now. Pony the fuck up or ride the fuck out. I don't want the placative bullshit because it's not gonna fucking help. I don't want to hear it. Don't want to read it. Don't want to fucking see it. It's not gonna fucking help. What is gonna help is the resources I need to get the fuck out of this bullshit situation and take care of my goddamn family. That's it. I hope you all watched this complete fucking video and you understand. Or if not, go find someone who can explain it to you so that you can understand. Till next time, I've got a fucking 8 or 10 fucking Fallout videos to upload to YouTube and schedule. They're already out on my Rumble page. So there's links in the description for that.